we'll be discussing about chi-square test. The symbol is like this, not X, it's chi-square. And you should read it pronounced like chi-square, not chi-square. This has got many applications. One of the applications we'll be discussing today is for test of dependence or association between two factors or two attributes. Okay, I would like to give you a small example before I formally discuss the formula of chi-square with numerical example. Let's say we are interested to know if a child's intelligence, which you can measure through IQ, has it anything to do with his or her parents' education? Let me repeat. If we are interested to verify, study, do a small piece of research, if parents are highly educated, can we expect their siblings, their children will be intelligent? Okay, so we are trying to verify whether two attributes, one, child's intelligence, second attribute, parents' education, they are dependent or not. What is the meaning of dependent, Sharada?
So dependent means if child IQ is better than parents' education.
Higher educated, we can expect the child mostly will be intelligent. So that dependence should be meant that way. All of you are clear? Now, how do we conduct this kind of research? Okay, so what we can do, just listen to me, don't write anything. First participate in the discussion, then you can write, you have got sufficient time. Suppose we make categories of parents' education in three ways: highly educated, mediocre, low education, maybe like postgraduate, professionals here, and maybe like simply graduate or below graduate or matriculate, whatever, right? And this side, you put child's intelligence by conducting one IQ test in a school where you have got so many students, maybe like 200, 300 students. And based on the child's IQ, if you have got higher IQ, mediocre IQ, and low level IQ, if you club it together, I think you can get a matrix like this. Okay. Suppose I get some data like this: 80, 30, 10, and here say for example 40, 20, like this you got data. Looking at this data, can anybody guess, think, tell, are you able to find any pattern? Is data saying something? Is there any pattern?
Child's and parents' education is related. Child's IQ and parents.
What Prince is perhaps suggesting, ab dekho, highest frequency is here. Okay, if parents are highly educated, you are getting it. Yes, some parents may have child with less IQ, but this is very less. Okay, and similarly here also this is gradual decreasing less. So there is a pattern. So we can say parents' education has some link dependence with child's IQ. Okay, suppose I'll be giving one more example, not this education, and you get the reverse way. Suppose this is 80, this is 230, this is 410, and you get like 240, say like 320, like this. What does it mean?
There is
Shantanu?
a indirect relation.
Negatively.
It's a reverse pattern, okay? And if it is something like a random data, there is no sequence, then we can say there is no clear evidence of any dependence or association. Do you agree with me? So this kind of study helps a lot to managers, to researchers, to ascertain कि ये फैक्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए नहीं. Is it going to impact on something? Say, for example, incentives versus performance. अगर आप लोग convince हो कि yes, they are dependent, and Sivanishwar, you are HR manager, I think you'll decide कि नहीं incentive नहीं देंगे, ठीक है ना? Shivani, unmute कर रहे.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know that Shivani is my best pet obedient student. मैं जो भी बोलूँगा, yes, sir बोलेगी.
सर आप बोले
I
unmute करो इसलिए
always try to confuse you people just to check तो सुन रहा है नहीं सुन रहा. मैंने बोला through a research scientifically approved कि incentive हम ज़्यादा देंगे, employee will be motivated, performance will be increasing. So incentive or motivation, performance, they are linked, they are dependent. इसको घुमा फिरा के मैंने बोला, so if you are HR manager, you will not give incentive and you nodded, yes, sir.
no sir I will give.
Now you are changing yourself. So if you know that a factor has got some influence, then you make a decision accordingly. So it will help us as management decision point of view. This can also be applied in some scientific research also. So thus, having said this, let us formally introduce the chi-square test formula, which is really easy. I'm pretty sure all of you will be very happy to use it, and you will be also solving it in exam because it is easy, interesting, and has got good, tremendous practical utility. Okay, so this is the application of chi-square test. It has got so many applications. We have explained the first one. It can also be applied for testing goodness of fit. It can also be applied to test the homogeneity distribution of a group or a population. So far as our syllabus is concerned, we are discussing about the first application. Okay, all of you write the formula. Simply write simple without any subscript. All of you write in a notebook. Chi-square equals to summation O minus E whole square divided by E. Next line, all of you write it down, where O stands for observed value and E stands for expected value. This question will be solving together. Before that, all of you note it down. This is called contingency table. And in the contingency table, how many rows are there, Sunitya Acharya?
4 rows.
5.
4 rows, 3 columns.
Yes, sir.
Or 3 rows, 4 columns, data.
Yes, sir.
Every time he is telling yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 rows, 4 columns. So it is a 3 by 4 contingency table or matrix. In chi-square test, how do we find degrees of freedom, Sharada? You have forgotten or you still remember?
Sir, row -1 into column -1.
Very good. Thank you. Salute to Sharada. So what is degrees of freedom here?
So 3 minus 1 into 4 minus 1. 2
Six.
into 3, 6.
6.
So it is 6 degrees of freedom. So when we'll be referring chi-square table, don't forget to refer 6th row, 6 degrees of freedom. All of you are clear now? So this table, what are the numbers given in red? Those are called O values. What you are observing, what you are finding, what is the actual data. The given data will be called O values or observed value. Now, this table, all of you copy neatly in a bigger format, and inside there is a space deliberately given. All of you please note it down. Here we have to write E values alongside the O values. 63, what will be its corresponding E value? 28, what will be its corresponding E value? So थोड़ा space रखो, वहाँ calculate करके E value भी डालेंगे. All of you clear? Right? Now, how do we find E value? E value is found by using a very small, simple formula. All of you just write it down. I think it's self-explanatory. E stands for expected value. You just multiply row total with column total, all divided by grand total. RT stands for row total, CT stands for column total, GT stands for grand total. Is that okay? Now, what we'll be doing, we will be calculating this. This is what we got in one table, both observed value and expected value. That is O value and E value. O values are given in red data. E values we computed using that formula that is given in blue letter. Okay. This is one table. For chi-square test, we have to conduct, we have to compute, we have to make one more table. Okay. Can you stop sharing, Khushbu? Not the contingency table, and take care, you have to write in this order. What is the formula? Khushbu, chi-square formula?
Summation of observed value minus expected value whole square divided by expected value.
All of you write it. So this formula we have to compute from this table. Second table is called chi-square table. Okay. In this table, you put all O values in one single column. Alongside, you write respective, I repeat, respective E values. And then you find O minus E. Then you find O minus E square. Then you find E square by E. Okay. Ashish, what would be the sum total of last column?
Sir, chai square.
You want chai or coffee or anything else?
No, sir.
Chi-square, not chai.
Sorry,
After
chi square.
me, nobody should utter chai, coffee. It is chi-square.
Chi square.
This is chi-square, right? Now tell me, Khushbu, what are the O values? And follow one pattern.
9,
Yes.
13,
Hmm.
17,
Hmm.
11,
Hmm.
63.
63.
Yes, sir.
Next.
70, 70,
Quick.
85,
Quick.
82,
Yes.
28,
Yes.
37,
Yes.
48,
Yes.
32.
Thank you. Okay. Respective E values in the same order. I'm repeating it. Be careful, or else if you change the order, answer will be wrong.
Sir, 37.
The last one was 37, sir. Not 32.
37.
Last one is 37.
Just tell me the E values quick.
10, 12, 15, 13.
First is 13.
No, sir, 10.
10.
And
कोई जल्दी बोलो, एक ही बोलो ना.
Sir, 10, 12.
12.
Yes, sir.
Next.
15,
1, 5.
13,
Yes.
60, 72.
60.
Yes, sir.
72. Then
72,
90,
90,
78.
78.
Yes, sir.
Next,
30, 36,
30,
36,
36,
45.
45,
Yes, sir. 39, 39.
39. Okay. Now rest you compute O minus E square, and last column total should be chi square, right? Do it faster. Anybody who does it fast will get 1 mark. Jaldi karo. Please share the chi-square table. Sarada or Ashish or anybody, can you check the formula, question? Is it mentioned there whether to test at 1% or 5%? Level of significance, is it mentioned in the
No,
question?
sir, not mentioned.
Okay, if it is not mentioned, you can take at 5% or 1% according to you. Nobody is sharing the table. Fatapat share karo na koi. Who wants shared? Ronit has shared. Thank you. Can you make it enlarge? Go to page 3. Chi-square test. Page down. Yes. Ruk. Now, thoda upar. Okay. Nahi re. Page 3 ka. Yes. What is 5%?
4.9.
What is 5%? Which column we should refer?
So 0.05, that is 1.
We to help karo. Bolo na Ronit ko.
0.05.
7.05.
0.05.
0.05 जहां लिखा है वो नहीं रे 0.05 को हाईलाइट का yes very good. Now what is the degrees of freedom?
6.
6.
6.
6th रो को जाके देखो वैल्यू कितना है very good highlight करो wow Ronit doing great. So all of you have noted this. Stop sharing Ronit, thanks. All of you write it the way I'm telling. The tabulated value at 5% level with 6 degrees of freedom. Hope all of you are clear how we are getting 6 degrees of freedom. Avik, you are clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the chi-square table, we are getting how much you got, Khushbu? 12 point.
So calculating.
Are,
0.592.
12.592.
you write that 12.592 within bracket from table. Okay, this is first sentence, right? What should be the second sentence? Any guess, Riya Sarkar?
So the calculated value is 1.8.
Wow, Maheshwara, thank you, salute. Maheshwara Pandai is now in high voltage. Next line, lekho. But we had just now calculated the chi-square calculated value to be 1.86 or 87, whatever you have found, write it.
Sir, please repeat the value.
From chi-square table, we had computed the calculated value as 1.87. Whatever you have found, write that. Okay. Next line, Anupam Mishra. What is the usual format of writing that? Any guess?
Since the calculated value is less than the tabulated value, we can accept.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Sharada. All of you write. Since the calculated value is much less than the tabulated value, comma. So, Simran Kumari, so what?
We can accept this.
Very good. Thank you. So, we have to accept the null hypothesis. Full stop. The null hypothesis we should have mentioned at the top of the solution answer, which we have not mentioned. usually null hypothesis should be written this way. All of you write in the next line. The null hypothesis is colon double dot. Next line में लिखो. There is no dependence or association between the two attributes. What are the two attributes? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
What are the two attributes? Quick.
Cavity and
Cavities and toothpaste.
Cavity and toothpaste.
Okay, very good. Samhita, can you just give a try? Matlab kya hai? What we want to verify? What exactly we wanted to verify? That
Cavities is null hypothesis is that cavities is independent of the brand of the toothpaste. Like it is not dependent on what
So,
toothpaste you are using.
I'm your younger brother, much younger to you. I am doing class 7 study. You are in post-graduation, Maheshwata Panda madam. I know that your teacher is Professor Subhuti. I'm your young brother. Okay. Come down to my low level, Maheshwata Panda. Can you explain me? I am a high school student of class 7.
Sir, we will just find which brand of toothpaste is good for us.
Okay. Anybody else want to differ, Bhaskar?
No, sir.
Is it? I'm not sure, but is it like cavities is matlab koi bhi brand? It is not dependent on what brand we are using. It is
The
independent.
answer is better than Samhita. See, usually what you find in ad, toothpaste companies, they give tall claims कि हमारा ये लो use करो ये करेगा वो करेगा kind of thing. So you are verifying checking of cavity, incidences of cavities. To check the cavity using branded toothpaste, good quality, costly toothpaste, will it make any impact? Okay. So I think Maheshwata was more correct than Samhita. So the two factors we are trying to verify whether they are dependent, associated or not. Factor 1, incidence of cavity. Factor 2, use of branded toothpaste. Okay. Now, initially, as we have already discussed earlier, null hypothesis, you should start with by default. There is no relation. There is no dependence. Okay. So that is, you are accepting. Accepting means what, Sarada?
Means both are not dependent. We are accepting the null hypothesis.
So can you make it a simple interpretation? What we are
So,
understanding?
if we use any brand toothpaste, it will not affect on this cavities.
Can I tell it clearly, loudly to the public? ये जो toothpaste company बोल रहे हैं बकवास. Checking of toothpaste, checking of cavity has nothing to do with use of branded toothpaste. Remedy, इलाज कहीं और है. Okay. Be clear, be confident, be loud in telling if you are finding it scientific. Okay. Checking of cavity has nothing to do with use of branded toothpaste. So the last sentence is more important. All of you have to write it very clearly. Anybody having doubt? Any question on this? Anirban Paul.
Sir.
You have got 1 minute. Summarize this question and solution. Question क्या था? क्या किए?
Yes, sir. So question ये था कि there were 4 brands of toothpaste where we were checking that if we change the brand of toothpaste, then it will
be louder, quick.
Yes, sir. So there are 4 brands of toothpaste, and we were checking that if we change the brand of toothpaste, will it affect the frequency of cavity in the tooth?
Checking of cavity, yeah. Then
sir, we took
the values what we got called O values, observed value, and alongside we found expected value.
Expected values.
Then we applied chi-square formula, and we found the calculated value to be much less than the tabulated value. So we had to accept the null hypothesis that there is no dependence between the two. Okay.
Yes,
now the next example, is an assignment. All of you have to do it and submit it now within 10 minutes. We are all in exam mode.
Like how much cultivated, like which has more benefits without fertilizer or with fertilizer, and then we have to know that the farmers are more inclined towards
Okay.
use of fertilizer or not.
Simran just tried. Thank you. Can anybody supplement it? No calculation awake. Listen to me, all of you stop writing. Can anybody make it more simple? What exactly we are trying to find here? Participate in the discussion. Simran started well, but I think it need to be more simplified. Any volunteer? Be quick, save time. Why others are not participating?
Sir, here we have to calculate whether using fertilizer would help the production of any crop or not. There are two types of parties. One who use fertilizers.
Sorry, awake, sorry. No. Anybody else?
Sir, we are deciding that whether there is a relation of using fertilizer in your own land, means own land, or in cultivating in
Are
others'
you
land.
getting the spirit of the case? क्या करने जा रहे हैं? What we want to find?
So we are going to check if farmers are using the fertilizer in their own land or others' land. How much they are using?
What is the factor? I think all of us are in urban set of mind thinking. We are not thinking about the real farmers, rural set of thinking. All of you, please try to go back to our own origin. Maybe some of us have got ancestors at rural village. Socho. Now we are trying to find Bhaskar. Are you writing poetry? Look at me. I know that my face is not that attractive, very ugly face. You cannot tolerate my face. Look at the screen or participate here. So what we are finding here, those who have some rural connection, many of the farmers, they do not own their land. Like apna kheti, paraya kind of thing. Okay. So when you are having the necessity of using fertilizer, though you know fertilizer can boost increased production productivity, as we know that nowadays agriculture is not that profitable. बार बार सोचना पड़ता है फार्मर को, मैं अरे भाई क्यों करूं? Okay, so now here we are verifying when farmers are using fertilizer, ये सोच मन में आता है कि अपना खेती पराया kind of thing. So ownership status, has it anything to do with the decision to use farm fertilizer or not? So unless we understand the case properly, your last line conclusion will not be convincing, clear, or confident. Do you agree with me? So the ownership status, is it the deciding factor? Is it the major factor which determines मैं fertilizer use करूं या ना करूं? Okay, or there is no discrimination. Own land or other land, if I'm cultivating, I'm equally tempted to do that. Is it making sense? So in this line, the way we have done in the last case, all of you have to have two tables, one contingency table having O value, E value. Then you ungroup it, make it a simple table, chi-square table, O column, E column, O minus E column, O minus E whole square column. Then the last column, which will give you chi-square value. Do it and solve it neatly as if you are writing for the exam on a fresh page, no continuation page.